A joint stock company. We have to start the next topic, joint stock company. A joint stock company is a company created by law. It has a perpetual succession and a common seal. No one can be start the company without the registration. So the first of all, there is a need of the registration to start a company. So joint stock company, the company form of organization is considered to be most suitable form of business organization or large scale. While when we want to start a large scale business, so this is a last formation of a company and this is the best way to collect the maximum funds or maximum capital from the public. It has advantage of attracting the huge capital for the public, while it is the easiest way to issue the subscribe or issue the shares in the public and to collect the huge amount of funds from the public. With adequate capital, it can employ trained and experienced managers to run the business activities efficiently. While the capital which we are, huge capital which we have, that can be utilized in the business to employ the best and the efficient workers to run an organization in a smooth manner, and the efficient working in the organization can be there. So they all are efficient, qualified, they complete their task within a time, and the qualitative work is there. So there is a need of the huge capital is required there. The next is the definition. While the Company Act 2013 defines the company, a joint stock company is an artificial person having separate legal existence, perpetual succession, and a common seal. A joint stock company is an artificial person. Artificial person means a person whose existence is not there. The company can run by its name, not by the person. So that is artificial person having a separate legal existence. The existence by the law and closure also by the law. So it is a legal existence is there, and a perpetual succession. Any man, any person may come or go, but the company can run by its name. So that is perpetual succession. And a common seal is a stamp. The company cannot be run by the name of the people. It can be run by the board of the elected members, but elected persons by the board of directors, which are elected by our shareholders. They have a common seal of company for its name. That seal can be used in the formation of a working. The seal is there. So it is known as common seal, which is to be applicable everywhere in the documents. The next is the features of the joint stock company. The first is the separate legal existence of the company. A company has a separate legal existence. A company can carry on business of its own name. It can buy or sell assets its own name, not by its person. All the assets and the liabilities of the company is by its name, not by any person. So it's the name, it can enter into the contract of the outside in the own name. Any liability or any assets or any contract cannot be bind by the persons, it can be bind by the company name. The next is the artificial person. Artificial person is a person whose name is to be there, but the person is not there. That is known as artificial person. A company does not have a physical body. Like a natural human being, it is artificial person created by law. By its name, its operations are performed by the elected representative of members known as directors. The next is the registration. The registration is compulsory. Without the registration, company cannot be formed or perform their business. So the itself registered under the Company Act 2013. That is very necessary to register the company under the Company Act 2013. So the company can be in the existence and perform the business. The next is the perpetual succession. According to the law, any person may come or go or death or whatever happening is with the individual people, but the company can be run by its name. By the law, it can be formed. By the law, it can be closer. A company is created by law, and only law can be the end of the existence. Not the individual person. The death, insolvency or bankruptcy members does not affect the existence of the company. So it is a perpetual succession. Next is the common seal. Common seal is a stamp which is to be made in all the documents of the company. Not the signs are important, but as far as the seal is very important while in the company. Artificial person of the company cannot sign. When the company is an artificial person, so artificial person cannot be signed. So there is a need of the common seal that can be needed. There is a need for common seal with the name engaged over it. Use of common seal in place of the signature of the company is binded by the company and binded by the law. So it is known as the common seal is there. The next is transferability of share. The company can issue its shares in the open public and the public can purchase it, so that a huge amount of capital can be involved in the business. So the capital of the company is divided into small denomination that is known as share. The company are freely transferable to its members. The share of the company can be freely transferred. Shares are not purchased by the company. In some cases, the shares are to be purchased, but the shareholders can transfer their share to the other. Purchase or sale of the share is in the secondary market. So their shares can be transferred from one to another. So shares are easily transferable in the capital market. So the people's investment can transfer from one to another. So one may be a purchaser or another may be a seller in the capital market. So transferability of shares are present in the capital market. So next is the separation of ownership and control. The ownership, no one can be the owner of the company. All are the shareholders of the company, and the elected member is in the board of the directors. They work on the behalf of the shareholders. They work, and the company form of business is owned by the shareholders. The shareholders elected their representative, who are called directors of the company. The next is the limited liability. All the members of the company have a limited liability because they are invested. The liability can be minimized as per their investment which they are to be made. When the company is to be dissolved or insolvency, the shareholders are not liable to pay their personal assets, but their loss is maximum up to the capital investment they are to be made in the company. Thank you.